Well, hey guys, how's it going? I'm recording this now just to get this up here and start talking to you guys live on camera. As you can see, this is me. Here I am, finally up here. Yeah, I've been taking some time off, as you know, just getting my head around what I want to talk about with you guys and some of the health issues that I've been going through, et cetera, et cetera. And I've got this funny little fake background back here just because I'm playing around with this software called StreamYard. So I'm just seeing how that looks like and all that. But I'm not going live. At least I don't think I'm live. So today's subject, and let me just put it right here underneath, is the dangers of erythritol. It's a mouthful. I can't even pronounce it. But basically, this is a additive that is added into a lot of artificial sweeteners. And I'm talking about things like Splenda, things like Swerve, things like Stevia, all of that. And with my condition right now, I have been diagnosed with essential thrombocythesis, which means that my platelets in my blood are overproducing, and they're kind of like out of whack, where there's so many of them in my bloodstream right now running around that there's a danger for blood clots. Okay. And I've been put on baby aspirin for now. And I'm also on another, which one is it called? Oh my goodness. I just forgot. Oh, hydroxyurea. And let me add that down here so that you guys can see how that's spelled. Okay, that's a medication right now that will lower my platelets. So I have to be really careful about what I eat right now, guys. I have to be careful about a lot of things. Of course, I haven't been on alcohol for over 600 days now, about 600 and maybe 15 days. And I did that not because I'm addicted to the substance or anything like that, although I did enjoy my margaritas, oh my goodness, and an occasional martini. And of course, some red wine because I am Italian descent. So I love my red wine with my pastas and all that. But I had to really curtail that because of two issues. One was a liver disorder that I'm having also. I mean, I'm just a mess right now. So I had this liver disorder that I'm dealing with. So the doctor said, yeah, don't be taxing your liver extra by doing alcohol and drinking a lot of alcohol. And it was no big deal for me to say, okay, if this is dangerous for my health, if this is going to do something with my liver, then I'm not going to do it. So I did get on an app. What is it called? I think it's called I Am Sober. And I did plot, how many days I haven't been drinking and how my moods are and feelings. And, it's been a journey. I mean, the first few weeks were definitely, depressing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When you're sitting around and people around the dinner table are having wine or having that, that little appetizer drink before the meal, you just kind of feel left out, But I have been fortunate enough to find non-alcoholic beer, which I do like. I do like the Heineken 00. Samuel Adams has a non-alcoholic. Bitburger is a German company that has a beer that's non-alcoholic. I mean, there's a ton of things out there right now that were not available even 5-10 years ago as for the non-alcoholic community to drink. I don't really like the wines. I think they're just grape juice. I'd rather just have juice at that point. But the beer has definitely helped me, the non-alcoholic beer. But I digress. So the issue right now is the platelets, and the platelets are very high. And so I just ran across this article about erythritol, and I'm going to put that back in here to show you guys. And how dangerous it could be for blood clots. Now, they do mention people with type 2 diabetes, people that are overweight, that have a weight issue, and people are, on the older age and are less active, that a lot of this ingredient. So if you use a lot of it or eat a lot of foods that have this ingredient in it, which, if you're on keto or if you're on a low carb or low sugar diet, you are going to run across foods that contain, uh, uh, you know, equal or Swerve or one of these substances, right? And chances are very high that you're going to have erythritol as one of the ingredients. And I really encourage you to start looking at the ingredient panel, at the nutritional panel in the back of um, all of your foods that are suspect, that have some sort of artificial sugar additive in it. Just take a few minutes and read it. And if it says erythritol in it, please do not consume it. Especially if you're having any issues with your heart or blood pressure or anything to do with your, any blood disorders, any platelet disorders, anything like that. Okay. So I'm going to put on my little trusty glasses here because I do want to read you guys a description of what erythritol really is. And I am going to put some links in the description box below once this recording is over, so that you guys can follow along and read some of this on your own. Okay, so let me go ahead and see if I can split this video, and then I'm going to try to figure out how to do this. I have to add it to the stream. There you go. Oh, wow, this really works nicely. Okay. So here is erythritol, and I'm going to go ahead and try to read this offline so I can actually see it. So hang on there. Let me put it up higher for me. Here it goes. My little peepers need to read this. So, like sorbitol and xylitol, erythritol is a sugar alcohol, a carb found naturally in many fruits and vegetables. So we're not talking about the natural ones that are in fruits and vegetables, because I don't think you can overdose on that. You're not going to have, 20 oranges or 10 pounds of strawberries or grapes or anything like that. So it's occurring naturally in fruits and vegetables. That's one thing. We're talking about excessive amounts in your processed foods, okay? It has about 70% of the sweetness of sugar and is considered 0 calorie according to experts. So I'm just kind of looking, following along here. Artificially manufactured in massive quantities, erythritol has no lingering aftertaste, doesn't spike blood sugar, and it has less of a laxative effect than some other sugar alcohols. Erythritol looks like sugar, it tastes like sugar, and you can bake with it. It's become the sweetheart of the food industry, an extremely popular additive to keto and other low-carb products and foods marketed to people with diabetes. Some of the diabetes labeled foods we looked at had more erythritol than any other item by weight. Erythritol is also the largest ingredient by weight in many natural stevia and monk fruit products. Because stevia and monk fruit are about 200 to 400 times sweeter than sugar, just a small amount is needed in any product. The bulk of the product is erythritol. So remember that, the bulk of it. If you have a monk fruit or if you have stevia, it is so sweet that you could not package a whole box of that for the consumer. You basically have to have a filler, and the filler is erythritol, okay? And it says it adds the sugar-like crystalline appearance and texture consumers expect. So, so that's the whole gist behind what erythritol is, all right? So let me go ahead now and take that off, and I am going to go ahead and, again, share my screen for the next screen that I want to read to you guys. So bear with me here because this is new technology. I'm going to go with this one here. to my stream here. Okay. And then let me go ahead and read it off camera so I can also see this. All right, here we go. So again, it's a sugar replacement. This is off of CNN, by the way. So this is not a hoax. This is not something that is just out there in the mainstream and people are gossiping about it. This is through legitimate. There's multiple websites and multiple TV stations that have run this. All right. So it's a sugar substitute used to add bulk or sweetened stevia, monk fruit, and keto reduced sugar products. Has been linked, now here it is, to blood clotting, stroke, heart attack, and death, according to a new study. The degree of risk is not modest, meaning it's not just here and there where there's a small percentage, said the director of Center of Cardiovascular Diagnostic and Prevention at the Cleveland Clinic Lerner Research Institute. People with existing risk factors for heart disease, such as diabetes, were twice as likely to experience a heart attack or stroke if they had the highest levels of erythritol in their blood. All right. That is not something to joke about. I mean, that is a danger. It really, it made me stop and think, literally made me stop and think like, oh boy, what is going on here? I'm definitely going to be looking at the back of products and seeing, if it's in there. I'm going to look at cereals. I'm going to look at, I guess, oatmeal, anything that has a substitute for sugar in it. All right. So that was picture 2. Let me see if I get picture 1 in it and share screen. This is getting pretty easy to do. It's just navigating here and adding it to my stream here. There we go. Okay. So let me go ahead and pop this up here for me to read. All right. Healthy players drank a beverage that contained the rest of erythritol, the amount in the U.S. consume, according to National Health Nutrition Examination Survey. Blood tests over the next 3 days tracked erythritol levels and clotting risk. 30 grams was enough to make blood levels of erythritol go up 1,000-fold. It remained elevated above the threshold necessary to trigger and heighten clotting risk for the following 2 to 3 days. All right, just think about that. Okay, so here you are. Let's say you're just having a diet soda of some sort, and it's got 30 grams of artificial sweetener in it. But let's say you've been consuming 1 or 2 of these drinks a day because you're trying to monitor your sugar levels. You're trying to not, consume a lot of high glycemic index triggering food. So yeah, you're drinking your diet soda, you're moseying along through life, and here you are, you're basically a ticking time bomb, because it can literally be forming clots in your system, not only that day, not only for a few hours, but 2 to 3 days later. If you do a blood test, if you go to a lab and draw your blood, you're going to be looking at some clotting factors in your blood and seeing, oh my God, this is crazy, right? So just how much is 30 grams of erythritol? The equivalent of eating a pint of keto ice cream. Okay, so I know most of us will not be eating a pint of keto ice cream in one sitting, although some of us do. Maybe we're watching Netflix or something, and we're having a great time and eat our little keto ice cream and feeling good about ourselves, and you're not realizing it. But even if you're having a couple of servings of ice cream, even just every night for dessert, it can add up, because remember, it's in your bloodstream for 2 to 3 days. So whatever you've been eating the day before, the night before, as your dessert, now you're having some more dessert, and it's just accumulating in your bloodstream, all this erythritol. It said, if you look at nutritional labels on many keto ice creams, you'll see reducing sugar, which are terms of, you'll find a typical pint has 45 grams of it. My co-author and I have been going to grocery stores and looking at labels. He found a confectionery marketed to people with diabetes that had about 75 grams of erythritol. So basically, 2.5 times like the 30 grams, right? That is high to begin with. There is no firm accepted daily intake, which considers erythritol generally recognized as safe. So the Food and Drug Administration doesn't have an acceptable daily intake, which means we don't know if it's 10 grams that are dangerous, 20 grams, 5 grams. We don't know. There's no daily intake of an acceptable amount or limit. Science needs to take a deeper dive into erythritol, and in a hurry, because this substance is widely available right now and it's harmful. We should know about it. I normally don't get up on a pedestal and sound the alarm, he said, but this is something that I think we need to be looking at carefully. I agree. If there's something there that is a potential hazard, and especially that is being touted and marketed as healthy for you, you're going to lose weight, you don't have to worry about your blood sugars. If you're diabetic, this is going to circumvent you taking insulin if you're having dessert. So you're in this mental state of safeness, is what I call it. You feel safe buying these products. You feel safe that, okay, I'm not going to, gain weight. I'm going to be okay. But if I buy these products, well, here it is now coming out that, and this product has been around for years. This isn't something that just popped up and they're now finding out that it's bad. So can you imagine? You've been eating this for years now, right? You're consuming this. You are not aware of what the dangers are. You're just putting this, ingesting it into your body, and it's affecting your clotting factor, your blood counts, everything. And God forbid, you have an episode of a stroke or a heart attack or anything like that, and you're not really linking it back to, oh, wait a minute, maybe it was all that ice cream, pints of keto ice cream that I had last month, or I was, baking with Swerve or this or that product, and I didn't realize I put a couple of cups of this in there in place of sugar, and I was eating my cookies, and all of a sudden, boom, this happens. So, yeah, I really feel that I needed to come up here, guys, and talk to you guys about this, because, right now, my YouTube channel, I'm gonna keep talking about, of course, makeup and mature beauty and all of that. But it's never just been about that. It's always been about health in all respects for our community. So your body, your mental health, your physical health, everything. If I find out something that is detrimental for my community, I sure as heck am going to be up here and talking about it, because I just, I just feel like we all need to know, we just all need to know about stuff like this. And I know I'm pushing buttons here all over the place, so this is kind of fun. So what else did I did want to show you guys a couple of pictures here of some of these products, so that you can, look on these products. So here is, for example, I'm going to show the Truvia. So let me go ahead and share that with you guys. Here is one of them. So this is Truvia with the stevia leaf in it. Now, it's not the stevia leaf that is going to give you the problems. It is what they're putting in here with the stevia, which is the erythritol. So if you look at the back of the package, you're going to be seeing the erythritol. So let me go ahead and pop that up here so that and go ahead and one, and then show you this. It just takes a couple of steps here to show my screen, and just because it's, you know, live or whatever. So bear with me. Okay. If you look at the back of this, nutritional facts, there you go. Ingredients. The first ingredient is erythritol. That's the first one right there. And then you see the stevia leaf extract and then some natural flavors. And you know, be suspect when it says natural flavors as well, because you don't know what that is. You know, there could be a lot of natural things in there supposedly that are not good for you. So, you know, they're branding this as 0 calories per serving. It looks really good. It's made out of the, you know, green packaging, environmental, organic, whatever it is, cute little green leaves over there. But this ingredient right here, this erythritol, is the boogaboo. You got to really, really look at that and make sure that you don't have that. Okay, so I think that is it. I'm not going to keep belaboring this and showing you different packages. Just do your due diligence. Go ahead and go through your pantry right now if you value, you know, your health, and basically look at some of these products that you have been buying that are touted as keto or low sugar or sugar substitute or anything like that. Go through them, sit down, and, you know, get your glasses on, get your little magnifying glasses, whatever it takes, and look at that ingredient. And if you have it, I do encourage you to basically eliminate that from your diet, okay? Because you don't know what you don't know. You might not have diabetes. You might not have any disclosed heart issues or conditions. That doesn't mean that if you continue, you know, consuming this and consuming it at a, I'm not going to, you know, come down with anything. And that's the last thing that I want to have happen to, you know, my guys in my community. Okay. Anyway, I love you guys very much. Again, please go ahead and leave me comments below. Please subscribe. And I'm trying to basically, the two things that I'm focusing on is putting up shorter content. So I am putting up, if you notice, some shorts and short videos, things like that. I really find them valuable because I can slap them together pretty quickly. But then just keep, you know, keep things out there for you guys to look at as far as health and beauty and anything like that. But I will be up here on camera. I am now officially retired, so I don't have a day job. Yay me anymore. I'm really thrilled about that. I'm spending a lot of time with my family right now, and just being able to be home and doing little projects and seriously focusing now, getting back to YouTube, I really find very valuable. I've missed you guys, and I did have, like I said, some health concerns that I will be, you know, talking about, of course, and disclosing, because I think it's very valuable for everybody to know about some of these things and know how to handle certain situations. Just one brief thing is I did have a bone marrow biopsy that I went through, and I didn't realize how many people go through that, and how stressful that is, and how it can be so depressing, really, to go through a lot of these testing. So I will be talking about a lot of that. And also, of course, I will still be doing some beauty and makeup and looking at some of the, you know, products that are coming out, and focusing on that, and skincare and all of that. Okay. So, oh yeah, I don't want to keep running on it very much. Thank you so much again for joining me. And I'll try to put this video up as soon as possible, edit it through. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're going to go ahead and start to be very wary about this ingredient. Okay. I love you guys. Keep well. And until next time, bye.